People define lavish lifestyles as owning mansions or collecting expensive vintage cars. But if there's one thing that screams luxury from all angles, it would be owning a private island. Surely any wealthy person wouldn't mind spending millions of dollars to have a piece of land to relax and enjoy away from everybody, sitting by the beach with drinks in hand and caring about nothing in the world. However, we all know that having a private island comes with a hefty price tag. How much does it actually cost? Is it worth it? But before anything else, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Tap that bell button to get notified when we have new videos. The first thing to consider when purchasing a private island is the location. The location of the island is probably the biggest decision you have to make. Imagine what you want if you have your own island. Do you want to line the shoreline with cabanas or add high-end villas for your guests? If you know what amenities to have, it will be easier for you to find the perfect location. It all begins with finding the perfect spot to lay the groundwork. But here's the kicker. The cost of your island really depends on where you'd buy it. It's not a one-size-fits-all kind of deal. Take Canada, for instance. It's got the highest number of private islands for sale. And believe it or not, you can snag an island there for less than $100,000. There's this island in Nova Scotia called Half Island, going for a mere $65,000, and it's a 6-acre piece of paradise not far from the mainland. Quite a steal, isn't it? But there's a downside. Sure, $65,000 sounds like a dream, especially during the summer. However, when winter rolls around, temperatures on Half Island can plummet to as low as -22 degrees Fahrenheit. In short, the island is only livable during the summer months, and even then, getting supplies can be an inconvenience, which could be a big no for potential buyers. When we talk about private islands, we think about a white sandy beach in a tropical place, not a place with dreadful winter months. You want to be in a place where walking barefoot is a thing, lying under the palm trees is a luxury, and just a few feet away are the clear, blue waters. If you're spending your waking moment thinking this, the best place for you to purchase a private island is the Caribbean, a region with thousands of islands adorned with rolling hills, expansive sandy shores, and crystal clear waters. The Caribbean is an absolutely stunning place to create your dream tropical paradise, and fortunately, there are plenty of islands to choose from. Surprisingly, the prices aren't as daunting as you might think. If you're willing to go for a smaller, more remote piece of land, you can secure an island for a price ranging from $1 to $3 million. If you're eyeing a larger island in the popular regions, the cost can skyrocket to anywhere between $30 and $100 million. Some well-known island chains in the Caribbean include the Exuma, the Abaco Islands, and the Berry Islands, and what sets these islands apart is their proximity to larger towns and cities. The location makes it convenient for visiting guests and owners. For instance, Spectabilis Island in Exuma, which covers an expansive 460 acres and features an array of beautiful white sand beaches and plenty of room for potential development, is just 60 miles away from the capital city. While it does come with a jaw-dropping price tag, the convenience of accessibility is a substantial advantage, not to mention the pride that comes with owning it. If you're looking for a more secluded area in the Caribbean, there are still plenty of places that you can choose from. Little Ragged Island is a 700-acre property that is currently listed for $35 million. Compared to Spectabilis, you're getting almost twice the amount of land for roughly half the cost. Its standout features are 2 ponds, so you've got a source of fresh water. Also, it boasts an impressive 5.6 miles of shoreline, all your own. That's because the Ragged Island chain, which spans over 110 miles, is undeveloped, with only a single small town housing just 72 residents. So, if you're looking forward to going to local clubs, then this island is not the right choice for you. If you take a closer look at all the islands mentioned, you will probably notice that all of them are not fully developed. This may seem like a good thing to wealthy people. If you have the money to build a house on the island, then there's no problem. You can do anything you want because it isn't that simple. Building a house on your private island is not as easy as you think it is. There's more to it. First things first, you've got to figure out if you're even allowed to build on the island. Places like the Caribbean have pretty strict environmental regulations for construction because of the region's ecosystem. You'll need to conduct an environmental impact study before you can make any changes. And let me tell you that this will cost at least $50,000. These environmental laws are pretty standard in Canada as well, especially in areas where there are endangered animals. In Ontario, you're only permitted to build if there's more than an acre of land suitable for construction on the island. So, grabbing an itty-bitty island isn't really worth it unless you're up for some camping adventures. In addition to the costly environmental study required, there's a slew of environmental protection laws that can drive up the overall cost of building on your island. These regulations cover water collection methods, electricity generation, and even how you access the island, all designed to safeguard the stunning lakes and oceans. So, it's essential to factor in these additional expenses on top of the standard costs of constructing a home. Leaving environmental concerns aside, there are still plenty of other logistical challenges. To begin with, there's the matter of shipping building materials to the island, which can be quite expensive. In addition, you'll also need to transport heavy-duty construction equipment requiring specialized boats. Once you've invested thousands of dollars to get all these supplies on the site, you'll need to have skilled contractors, plumbers, and electricians on the island regularly. If your island is situated far from the closest town with hotels like Little Ragged Island in the Caribbean, you'll be facing significant expenses just to transport your construction team to the site. Moreover, you'll need to create a means for your preferred mode of transportation to connect to the island. If you're looking for quick access, you could consider constructing an airstrip, which could cost over $1 million. A helipad is a more budget-friendly choice. Another option is to set up a dock for boats and seaplanes, but even these options will still require a significant financial investment. That said, it makes perfect sense to just purchase an already developed island rather than an undeveloped one. Frozen Cay, a 40-acre island in Barry Island, is on the market for $17 million and offers convenient access by both boat and seaplane. This is the ideal place for wealthy people who love adventures and nature. It takes pride in its stunning white sandy beaches and luxuriant forest. It's generously sized 6-bedroom, 6-bathroom residence with a heated swimming pool. However, Frozen Cay raises another important aspect to consider when it comes to private islands, and that's maintenance. If you're fortunate enough to afford a private island, it's likely you have a busy schedule with work commitments. You won't be able to spend all your days leisurely lounging in the sun. Leaving your home island unattended could make it vulnerable to squatters and break-ins, and you don't want that to happen. So, this is why it's crucial to have the island occupied and properly maintained. Here comes the best part. Owning an island is a smart investment. This could be an additional source of income, especially when you're not using the property. Private island rentals are a big hit among the wealthy. Islands like Choini Kai in the Bahamas start at a minimum daily cost of $14,000 for double occupancy. If you plan to bring along more guests, each additional person adds $500 per day to the bill. So, if you have just 4 more people joining you, you'll pay $16,000 per day. And that doesn't even include gratuity. If you happen to own that island, you can potentially earn a substantial income. If Choini Kai is rented out consistently at the lowest double occupancy rate all year round, the property could generate a minimum of $5 million in revenue. There's that fantastic perk of earning extra income when you own a private island. But it would be remiss of me not to highlight another wonderful benefit: simply owning your own piece of paradise. Having your personal retreat far removed from the hustle and bustle of civilization is a joy unlike any other. Imagine waking up and strolling down to your very own beach that belongs to you alone. You can even gaze out over the ocean in a bikini all day if you fancy, because it's your island and your rules. No one's going to bother you, and you can completely engulf the calmness of such a privilege. There are all sorts of reasons why people fantasize about owning private islands. That being said, it's time to address the big question: is owning a private island worth it? Well, I suppose that's a decision only you can make. Are the considerable costs, the time-consuming regulations, and the intricate logistics of transporting building materials worth it for the chance to relax on your own island? Would you be willing to purchase one if you got the money? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell to stay updated with our new videos. Have a wonderful day.